Hello? Hello, can you hear me? Yes, we're back. And this time, you know what? I'm not stopping. So, welcome back to Thedas. Welcome back to the Temple of Mythal. And to me, live streaming like somebody's watching. Yeah, I do that. I do actually like to interact with people, even if no one's there. So yeah, that's me. Also, for some reason, okay, I have to check my audio every time. It seems like it's working, so we're good. Hello. So, with this very close up to his gorgeousness, Mr. Tom Rainier. Welcome back to the Temple of Mythal. We're gonna see if we're gonna be able to actually play this mission through its own fulfillment and end. But you know what? I've seen other people play and not care much about the video quality of their stream. I do care about that, but I'm done. I'm so done with it, okay? Ooh, look at us. We cute. We screenshot now. Yeah, okay. You got to, not hate me, please. I do this kind of stuff, like, yay, stop for screenshots. Yeah, guys, let's go to the Temple of Mythal and stop for coffee and screenshots. So, welcome back to Thedas. And, oh, by the way, happy Yule, happy solstice, welcome winter, and also happy conjunction between Jupiter and Saturn, which is something that, if it's not too cloudy where you are, it's pretty cool to observe. You see the very bright, shiny thing in the sky, that's it. Two planets very close by. Oh, they're not, obviously, very close by. They just seem that way from our perspective, which is something, if you think that it's just the way we observe things. Okay. Stop, Tanaquil. Do not speak about astronomy. So, welcome back to Thedas. Last time, if you remember, last time we were trekking up to the Temple of Mythal. Look at the statues of Mythal, presumably. Look at the tits on her. I mean, okay, I had to say it. I'm sorry. That's very disrespectful, Solus. I know. We had to trek to the woods and to a beautiful landscape, fight Red Templars, and then we came up to this temple in ruin, which is a structure that looks massive and super ancient and fantastic. And there it was, Corypheus, our nemesis, the ancient Winter Magister, who is trying to tear up the sky. No, we cannot see the bridge from here. Tear up the sky and actually, we don't know to do exactly what, but we know that he wants to get into the Fade, like apparently he did before, in ancient times. So, we ran because we found out that he tried to enter the temple. He was stopped by mysterious elven sentinels that were very successful in stopping him, and the defenses of the temple actually stopped Corypheus dead. He died and almost immediately came back reincarnating himself in the body of a very unfortunate Grey Warden who was standing there in his personal escort, which is something that we did not know before. And Varric is not happy, obviously, because he realized that this is the way Corypheus escaped death before, when Varric and Hawk, and in my case Anders and oh, I don't remember who did I bring. My Hawk was a mage and Anders was with us, so no other mage. I think we had Varric and maybe Fenris or Carver. No, because at that point I did not have Carver anymore. Anyway, they actually killed Corypheus in the Legacy DLC in Dragon Age 2, and it was dead after a pretty tough fight. So when he actually came back up, Varric and Hawk were, well, disappointed is a very mild way to put it, because they were incredulous. They didn't understand how that was possible, and now we know. Corypheus uses any blighted body to basically come back from the dead instantly. So Grey Wardens are able to absorb the essence of an archdemon because they have a connection to the blight, and they have a connection to Corypheus as well. And that's one of the reasons he was trying to enslave the whole order. And we stopped him, but we couldn't stop him here, and he is gone. Now he's on the outside of the temple, but Samson and the others are inside here. And now we have to pursue him. We encountered a puzzle down there. We have to walk on certain tiles to activate it. We had some discussion on Elven lore, and now it's time to go on. So let's go on. Okay, that was cool. Ooh, look at that. We have... Ooh, this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-legged horse. 6-legged winged Hala horse. Wow. I see that. Someone likes to experiment with... Oh, maybe it's a heart. It looks like a horse more than a heart. Hearts look more like giant deer or elk. Ow! Sorry, that was loud in my headphones. Oh, Samson.
Hold them off!
Yeah, you wish. They are creepy. They are seriously very, very creepy. So let's look at the situation here, because it's been a while. By the way, I have not streamed Dragon Age Inquisition in a while for various reasons. One, I was truly pissed off because of the whole connection issues situation. And two, it was also it is actually a very bad moment for me, because it's the holidays and I work in a shop, okay? I work retail. I am a bookseller as a day job and as a night job as well. Well, I do other stuff, but I'm a bookseller. So that's the reason I was not exactly... Hey, stay away, I'm talking with my friends here. I was actually not in the mood for streaming much lately. I was, and I am still very, very tired. And mostly not tired, I'm drained, okay? I have a really hard time focusing. And my job basically drains the life out of me. So yeah, I couldn't. I didn't have the energy to stream. Now I had a day off, and all is good. Almost good for a while. So, okay, the guys were there. Let's see. We have to go there as well. Let's get up. Yes. Okay, I see you. Whatever you are, Red Templar. Let's see. What should we do here? Ooh, this is closed. We cannot get up there right now. Huh. There's water here. I never... Oh, here you are. Hello. Boom. I knew there was someone still lingering there. And Blackwall. Ooh.
Come on, we might catch them.
Blackwall took care of him.
Hold a moment.
A moment, yes.
While they rush ahead, this leads to our true destination. We should walk the petitioner's path as before.
Yes, we should.
You've an army dying out there, Inquisitor. We're wasting time fiddling with this magic.
Ooh.
If jumping down will get us out faster, we should do it.
In this case, I must agree with the witch. This is ancient ground, deserving of our respect.
You see the urgency. We cannot find the Well of Sorrows unprepared.
Okay, in this, I am with Morrigan for two reasons. One, Blackie, it's not true that we have an army dying out there. Honestly, it's not. We are winning out there, and we do not know what Corypheus is doing, but it's not like Corypheus himself, by himself, can be a overwhelming force. So, no, our guys out there are not suffering for... to give us time right now. I don't think so. And we do not want to piss off the very, very powerful elven defenses that we have seen just now, killing off the ancient Darkspawn Magister, like they basically zapped him dead on the spot. So yeah. But also, Morrigan, you want a fucking well, don't you? Yeah, also, oh, we will just barge in these elven ruins with powers running through it that we cannot even comprehend. Yeah, Blackie, yeah, absolutely. So you want a well, don't you?
You're very eager to reach our destination.
Are we not all eager to stop Corypheus from achieving his mad plan?
True.
It sounds like what you want is that well.
Well...
There is a danger to the natural order. Legends walked Thedas once, things of might and wonder. Their passing has left us all the lesser. Corypheus would squander the ancient power of the well. I would have it restored.
Okay, Morgan is oftentimes very interested in preserving ancient power. Also, she says it's very, this speech here, and once again, Claudia Black is a fantastic voice actress, and I would love to have one little bit of her voice control and make magic great again. No, please don't get that image in my head. Thank you. Oh no, why did you do that? But this little speech is similar to the one that Morrigan gives you if you ask her in Origins why does she want to do the dark ritual, which is not that dark, to be honest. It's sex. Come on. And have the old god baby, which you have seen. It's Kieran. And she says she wants to preserve that ancient magic. It doesn't want an old soul to get, lost forever. Why should I trust you? You're a romantic.
I wasn't expecting your answer to be so romantic.
Trust me, your surprise is matched only by my own. Mankind blunders through the world, crushing what it does not understand. Elves, dragons, magic. The list is endless. We must stem the tide, or be left with nothing more than the mundane. This I know to be true. I read more in the first chamber than I revealed.
You don't
It said
say.
a great boon is given to those who use the Well of Sorrows, but at a terrible price.
Ooh. This is such an idiotic question. Ooh, what is this burning price? She doesn't know, or if she knows, she's not going to tell because you ask. Of course, there's a price.
What sort of curse should we brace ourselves for if we use the well?
'Twould be easier by far to advise you of a curse. This price is not so well defined. My priority is your cause, but if the opportunity arises to save this well, I am willing to pay the cost.
And gain what?
That is what we must discover. The rituals may point the way.
What was... Who said that nothing anyone says ever matters? No, that's... Oh, how was it? It doesn't matter what you say before the word but. Doesn't matter because then there's that word but. And yeah. Not sus. Yeah. You know what? Which is sus. But we are absolutely going to go with the rituals. If you want to... Oh, do not glitch on me. You can go here, and if you proceed further on, she says, are you sure you want to just... And you can jump down here, and you can go on with this part of the game, skipping all that we are going to do right now. I'm going, sorry, to unplug the power cord of my controller, because yes, it's okay now. Okay, that's better. But if you do that, Morgan says, are you sure you want to do that? And instead, if you go here right now, you jump down and you go on without doing the rituals. What we need to do is, if I remember correctly, let me see, open this door. But we cannot, right? Yes. We need to perform the rituals. Yeah, okay. This is one of those points in the map where it glitches when you step on it. Okay, not a big deal. Ooh, let's have a look around, right? Oh, a mosaic of Andruil. I always have a problem pronouncing the name of Andrua, the goddess of the hunt, if I'm not wrong, because my mind immediately goes to Anduril, the sword in the Lord of the Rings. One day, Andruil grew tired of hunting mortal man and beasts. She began stalking the Forgotten Ones, wicked things that thrive in the abyss. Yet, even a god should not linger there, and each time she entered the void, Andruil suffered longer and longer periods of madness after returning. Andruil put on armor made of the void, and all forgot her true face. She made weapons of darkness and plague Aether lands. She howled things meant to be forgotten, and the other gods became fearful of Andruil would hunt them in turn. So Mythal spread rumors of a monstrous creature and took the form of a great serpent waiting for Andruil at the base of a mountain. When Andruil came, Mythal sprang on the hunter. They fought for 3 days and nights, Andril slashing deep gouges in the serpent's hide, but Mythal's magic sapped Andril's strength and stole her knowledge of how to find the void. After this, the great hunter could never make her way back to the abyss, and peace returned. So I wanted to read this to you because this little bit here is important, and I think it will be important in the upcoming revelation that will come inevitably about the elven gods in Dragon Age 4, because we see a glimpse of what they maybe are or were, and yeah, they do not sound exactly.
What's this?
I believe we are in the presence of the elven goddess Andrul, Lady of the
Andrul.
Hunt.
Or a goddess of sacrifice, according to some.
Truly? I wonder if that is why Andrul's patron animal is the hare. 'Tis said the Dalish invoke her before a chase, especially if they happen to be stalking humans.
No, we don't.
My clan avoided human settlements. Never mind raiding them.
A sound tactic, if one has room to maneuver out of harm's way. Other Dalish clans do not keep so scrupulously hidden.
Oh. Anyway, remember this little... let's loot. Little snippet. I love these parrot birds here. A snippet of conversations, because they are very, we'll go back to these bits of conversation when we have other time after Trespasser. Okay, and here we have another one of those trials. Ooh, I'm gonna start with probably the hardest one. I always take a while before actually being able to complete these things. They are not difficult, but they are complicated. I don't know if it makes any sense to you, but I swear I'm gonna try and make it in one go or 2, 3 tops, okay? Okay, the goal here is to walk on every one of the tiles without repeating. Okay. And okay, we cannot go anywhere but here. And in order to do this, you cannot step on the same square twice, or everything will go. Oh, okay, I'm already stumped, but I think it's this way, because this one is actually the hardest one. So sorry if I take a little while to decide, because now, okay, no, stop here. I hate this. I truly hate this. Oh, right. Okay, this, and then we go into the only what do you do, what you step into counts. As you can see, the others do not follow, luckily. No, they are very solvable, and this is usually actually something that I am quite proficient at. As you can see, Morrigan does not, and the others do not activate them. But nevertheless, I am trying to be mindful of the fact that you guys are watching. Ooh, look at that mosaic there. That's a wolf. Oh, I never... Is that Fenharel? And these are... Oh, okay, let me... I don't know, maybe. And so I don't want to be very boring. So here I'm pretty sure it's this way, because you cannot do anything else. And here. Yes, I should have counted them before. It usually helps. But okay. Okay, here we have to do this. And here's the trick, I think. You have to do this. Even if there's, you see, there's vegetation growing on this, it doesn't count. It's still, obviously there's parts on the left do not count, so you can step out of the tiles and then back in. It gives you a bit of a leeway and you are able to correct a mistake. But here I'm quite sure I have to do like this. And here's the point when I usually fuck up. And I might just have to. Or maybe not. Okay. The guys following me obviously give me anxiety, but okay. Okay, there's nothing that we can do but step in here, and here's the trick, I think. So yeah. Okay, we go here, we just have to walk around. Be cool, be cool, Eviani, do not fret, okay? So we're gonna step in this one, of course. You can also jump up on this little platform here and jump down there if you're not sure, but this is cool, I think. Then, okay, we're gonna go right there. Ooh, that's the problem. Okay, now I see it. Okay. So, let's go into the central zone. As you can see now, the gate is closed. We can now get here. We could walk into this too, and then ooh, no, we cannot. Okay, now I see where the problem is. Let me just regroup my two brain cells because I just have two of them. Okay, I usually do this, and this is where I usually get it wrong. So pardon me if I take a couple of seconds to actually not get this wrong, okay? Because the tile on the corner there, that's the one that gives me trouble. Okay, we're gonna unlock the gate. This is pretty much obvious. Okay. Oh yes, okay. Okay, this tile here needs to be unlocked. And then we're gonna do that. Yes, I got it. I got it. Guys, do not step in my way. You don't want to do this again, so yes. Okay, we got it. That's the corner there is the one that always gets me, so yeah. Okay, this one, if I remember correctly, is the most complicated. Yes.
Indeed.
That did something.
Time
yes.
to proceed to the next ritual, I should think.
That did something. Yes, that made you lose probably the only viewers that you had. No, but this is actually probably one thing that could bring people here looking for solution. Temple of Mythal puzzles. Why? Okay. There was an quite invisible wall. Okay, let's go on the other side and see what do we have on the other side as in terms of lore. Hello, what's in here? Okay, this looks like Mythal. Ooh, look like, what is this? Falun Den. Ooh, Falun Den. Song to Falun Den. The people swore the lies to Falun Den, who master the dark that lies, whose shadows hunger, whose faithful sing, whose wings of death surround him, thick as night. Lethanavir, Master Scryer, be our guide through shapeless worlds and airless sky. Song to Falondin, found in the Temple of Mythal. Author unknown.
Who is this meant to be?
Falondin, overseer of funerals and guide to the elven dead. I have heard the Dalish invoke him on their deathbed, or before quests from which they expect no return.
Some of my clan did that.
My clan's hunters asked for his blessing when we fought bandits. Our keeper taught them the prayers.
I do not believe they sing songs about Falondin's vanity.
Tell me more, tell me
Do you know
more.
any legends?
It is said Falondin's appetite for adulation was so great, he began wars to amass more worshippers. The blood of those who wouldn't bow low filled lakes as wide as oceans. Mythal rallied the gods once the shadow of Falondin's hunger stretched across her own people. It was almost too late. Falondin only surrendered when his brethren bloodied him in his own temple.
No story is dramatic if the people in it act sensibly.
Yes. Most tales paint Falondin's stubbornness second only to his self-regard.
So this is going to be important in Dragon Age 4. I absolutely am certain of that. And as you may have noticed, this second story is pointing out a pattern. One of the Elven gods goes mad, or with power, or because, like Andruel, the Void has somehow corrupted her and power, and Falondin the same, and Mythal comes and reins them in. She fights them and solves the problem. Also, you may have noticed a certain fresco in the trailer. Me and a couple of other people on the interwebs are convinced that one of the twin figures that we see in the fresco, the big horned or, you know, crowned figures you can see, is Falondin. But let's get things moving. Okay, what do we have here? Another one of these trials, perhaps? Yes, we do. Ooh, what is this? Is this another June? Okay, we're gonna do June. Oh yes, June, we're gonna do you. But after. Ooh, let's... Oh, no. Let's try to solve this first. Okay. This one, I remember, was not crazy complicated. But you also had to be smart. So, let's try to. Because what you do here at the beginning changes the way you can do stuff at the end. So, yeah. I could do like this one and go up there and whatever. But can I then go down? Yes. Because I remember this one is a two-parter. So let me just think for a second and then I'll start. I'm not gonna be so annoying with everything in this game, but you know, I actually have to think for a second because I hate to do this too many times. Okay. Okay, I think, yes, we're gonna do the platform here first because we descend from the other side, right? I'm not sure. It's two-sided. Yeah, we descend from the other side. I think I remember it that way. And if not, it's gonna be one of those times where you hate me and you have a reason for that. Oh, by the way, I accidentally stopped my own live stream, so I cannot see your comments. Okay, now I'm back to, because I was, obviously you cannot see that, and that's good. I was pointing stuff with my finger and I accidentally hit my phone. Let's try this! Okay, this way, then here. I love the sound these things make. Ooh, I remember the first time I actually played it, I tried every trick, like jumping off and on the stairs and trying to trick this thing into, you know, not counting me passing, jumping from one square to the other, not the adjacent one. Oh god, I tried everything and I failed. Okay, here you have these side platforms, which are your safety net. And so far, it's not overly complicated. Right, you do this. Da, da, da. And you can also use this side here and go here. Yes, here we go. Okay. We're gonna do this. And then we jump to the other side. Here's tricky. We have to basically do the exact opposite that we just did, and then we're good, right? So we are gonna do this. Jump. Ooh, that was very, you know, very light on your feet, Lavellan. Oh, your elven grace. Tonk. Okay, here we are. I think oh, yes, I tried jumping down from it. Actually, I don't remember if this one specifically, but there is more than one way of solving this by using these safety platforms, basically. You can solve this in a couple of different ways, but I do not recommend it here. Here's the point where you actually have to make a decision. Okay, that's what we're gonna do, right? Okay, we want to finish there. Let me just think for a second. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't want to get it wrong and have to start over because honestly annoying. Okay, that's amazing. Yeah, I know. Whatever. I'm just trying to not get it wrong on live stream, please. So yeah, bear with me for a second. I'm not gonna take so long, but give me 1 second, okay? I think I'm gonna go with the yes, external route, like this one. Yeah, I chose. So yeah, basically I chose the way. This is the way. Oh, by the way, yes. The Mandalorian season finale basically broke me the other night, but okay. Okay, here's the decision. That's the tile we want to finish. So, finish on. Sometimes it's hard to remember all these particles, prepositions that English uses, because Italian does not. Yes, we're taking the... Yes, I made it. Okay.
Yes, the ritual is complete. We are close. There is but one more path to follow.
We're gonna do that, Morrigan. But we're having fun here. It's all games with the Inquisition. I'm sorry. I'm very stupid that way. So we were gonna read the June mural. Let's see what's what. Mosaic, sorry, not a mural. A Muriel. Sorry. Okay. Each elven god represents an aspect of their ancient civilization, each story a metaphor for the aspect. June is least understood. Depictions stretch back to the ancient Arlathan, but he appears most seldom of all their deities. Dalish legend say June is a god of crafts and building, but the oldest depictions have none of the tools the Dalish associate with him. I'm sorry, I always say Dalish more than Dalish. I don't know why. June's role may have changed over time or simply cannot be understood today. As the elves fell, ancient winters spared little thought to preserving any Dalish culture not convenient or understood. So, from a treaty on the pagan and heretical customs of the Elven by Sinalen Tavernier of the University of Orlais. Dalek, yes, that may be it. The problem may be that I think we are the Dalish. Exterminate all Shemlin. I'm sorry. So we have this, the mystery of June. So terribly interesting. Let's go. You're not one of the most interesting elven gods. I honestly, yeah. Okay, now we need to do another one of these. I've heard some. What is this? Is this anything that? No. Oh, yes. We have one here. This is a small one. Sorry, I cannot avoid doing this stupid thing with my voice. I'm sorry. I'm very, very sorry. Okay. We're gonna try and do this without thinking too much about it, okay? Let's see. I hope I don't let you down, guys. I already have, don't I? No, I have not. Come on. I do not remember this one, okay? I seem to always forget. But we have this thing at the center, which is another good safety net for possible errors. But I don't think, no, maybe the external one is better as a safety net goes, because, you know, maybe I should have done the opposite. Let's see. No, we're good. Yes, I know that whoever will ever come and watch this will come here looking for Temple of Mythal.
There, everything is lit.
So, what now?
Come, let us see if the doors have opened.
Look at that. Have you noticed that Iron Bull disapproves? And not slightly. He fucking disapproves like crazy when you do this. Because you are following ancient magic. But, oh, I hate that. I can hear that thing going off on my back. Without knowing what you're doing, presumably. But I know what I'm doing. I'm Dalish. Okay. So, yeah. Here's the door.
Will you abandon these rituals, Inquisitor?
Oh.
Think carefully. There is no return once we leap after the Templars.
You heard. We basically just crossed too close to the gap there, and she thought we were gonna jump. No, Morrigan, no. We are following this. Okay, ready? We're going. Ta-da!
'Tis not what I expected. What was this chamber used for?
Professor Morrigan cut it, okay?
We're being watched.
Not archaeology.
Venavis, you are unlike the other invaders.
Yes.
You have the features of those who call themselves Elven. You bear the mark of magic, which is familiar How has this come to pass? What is your connection to those who first disturbed our slumber?
Well, that's a start, right? Hey, you look slightly like me and have something in common and are not actively trying to kill me. So, yay, we have something in common. Speak now before I kill you. Our slumber?
I don't understand the slumber bit. Who are you?
I am called Abelas. We are sentinels, tasked with standing against those who trespass on sacred ground. We wake only to fight,
you are
to
skinny
preserve
as
this
fuck.
place. Our numbers diminish with each invasion. I know what you seek. Like all who have come before you, you wish to drink from the Vira Belasan.
The place of the Way of Sorrows. He speaks of the well. Yes.
It is not for you. It is not for any of you.
You know, Morgan, I am actually Elven, so I do understand what the fuck is saying, okay? So let's talk to him. Yes, we're gonna do this. Remember this is a Lavellan playthrough, so that's gonna be, you know, okay, back. Or we mean you no harm. That well could be useful. We came to stop Corypheus Solus. As far as long temperance, I've seen better than slowly dying out. Yeah, but his name is Abelas. It basically means sorrow. So yeah.
Solus, perhaps he'll listen to you.
What shall I say, Inquisitor?
The fuck I
sway
know,
you from a millennium
Inquisitor.
of service by virtue of our shared blood? He clings to all that remains of his world, because he lacks the power to restore it.
Ooh, burn. So, you know what? The elves need you.
Our people have lost everything. They need you. They could learn from you.
Our people? The ones we see in the forest, shadows wearing Valisleen. You are not my people.
Oh!
And
You
you have
asshole.
invaded our sanctum as readily as the Shemlin.
We knew this place was sacred. We've respected it as best we could.
Try to deny that.
I believe you.
Ah.
Trespassers you are, but you have followed rites of petition. You have shown respect to Mythal. If these others are enemies of yours, we will aid you in destroying them.
Are you wearing
When this
lip
is done,
liner?
you shall be permitted to depart. And never
Oh,
return.
thank you very much.
This is our goal, is it not? There is no reason to fight these sentinels.
Absolutely no reason.
Consider carefully. You must stop Corypheus, yes, but you may also need the well for your own.
Okay, Morrigan, cut the crap. We will lie.
I accept your offer.
You will be guided to those you seek. As for the Vira Belasan, it shall not be despoiled. Even if I must destroy it myself.
Yeah, maybe we can help you.
Morgan!
Why is no one ever doing what I decide we are doing? Am I the fucking Inquisitor or what? So, as you can see, we have here a very nice example of elven architecture that we have not the time to observe properly, but yay. Okay, we need to follow this guy.
They left someone behind. A handy guide, maybe?
Mythalan asked.
That's helpful, since Morrigan chased off on her own.
She seeks to protect the Well of Sorrows.
Morrigan? Yeah, Morrigan seeks to do a lot of things. Okay, you can choose actually to go through those doors and fight, if I remember correctly. But I'm not sure that the guy actually waits for you afterwards. And I like following him or her or whatever. Ouch, ouch, ouch. We'll have to fight them eventually. Ooh, and we can loot.
This place looks untouched.
The Judgment of Mythal. Whenever one of the people wronged another, they would not call on Elgarnan to avenge them, for his fury will destroy all it touched. Mythal saw this bring strife among the people and went to Elgar'nan. She offered to deliver justice when the people warred among themselves. Elgar'nan saw her wisdom and agreed, binding all to abide by her verdicts. Some petitioning Mythal for justice hid jealousy, accusing those who had done them no wrong. She saw their lies and struck them down. Others petitioning Mythal for justice burned with wrath for imagined slights. She saw their weak hearts and struck them down. Those coming to her with clear minds and open hearts were granted judgment and protection, and Mythal harried their enemies until the end of their days. So yeah, basically there's a motif here, a fil rouge of Mythal intervening.
I've seen Orlesian palaces with less gold. What did the ancient elves do here?
Perhaps it was meant to kindle a sense of awe in visitors.
Well, it's working.
So Blackie is impressed. Happy to know that. Mythal seems to be the element that keeps the elven pantheon together and avoids the complete annihilation. I have to say this word very quickly or I can't. Of the elven gods, because they tend to be mad with power, truly violent.
Henshra, Gilas Velathan.
I believe she would prefer that we remain close.
Yeah,
just a quick look around.
And just looking around and looting all your gold that you are not using, and I have to buy a giant nug. You will see. Look at this place. I mean, oh, Selays. Selays whose heat rivals Elgar'nan light. Selays whose temples rival Mythal's cities. Selays whose breath rivals Andril's spear. Selays whose skill rivals June's craft. Selays whose fire cannot be quenched. We give ourselves gladly to your service. Speak for yourself. Thank you very much. I wanted actually to get the mosaic for their famine, since I wear their famine's balisline. I know it's around here. Maybe we passed it. Ooh, look at this. I would love to have this rug. I actually really like this scenery. It's a pity that this is a one-time adventure here. We're not coming back. Okay, I'm not exactly in love with this inside pool. Not true. I would love to have it if it was a pool, actually, and not water damage.
Dear Sumiel.
Yes, I'm coming. I don't know, maybe she leaves you if you wander around too much. She leaves you behind and you have to just, you know. Oh, something is happening there. They're fighting. And we are not. She's definitely a she though, yeah, right? Okay, can we proceed you so that... No, she gets angry. Yes, and if I remember correctly, this is where she stops, right? Let's see. She opens up this last room. We get in there. We basically steal everything. Why? Yes. No. Ooh, look at that gold. I want that bling. I love these little boxes. And now we're gonna have to fight, right? She stays there. I never understood if I'm... Okay. She moves if you go around her, but not much. So yeah, We're gonna fight now, guys. Yes! We're going to reduce you to a pulp. Yes, you asshole-ish thing. That's Solus. That's my boyfriend doing that. What's your boyfriend doing, huh? Okay. See, Elvie? We're good. Hello. Ooh. That was a wooden. Oh, ouch. What did explode exactly here? Okay. And then this way, that way. No, that's not open. This is. Yes, this way. And we are here. Yes, we are. Right, left, same thing. Let's go left. When in doubt. And now we're here.
The Well of Sorrows.
Ooh, let's take a look.
Maker's balls.
So Mythal endures.
Sorry, but Maker's bolts. Yes, Blackie, you're a soldier. Yes.
Fight on! An army of these bastards won't stop us! How will you get to the well, General? Tell me you brought some damn rope!
So, Samson is obviously voiced by Gideon Murray. You may have recognized him from everything. Oh, that
You
was
tough bastards.
bad.
A day's march, hours of fighting, and still fierce as dragons. The Chantry never knew what it was throwing away.
Samson, sir, watch out!
Inquisitor. You and those elf things don't know when to stop.
No, we
You've
don't.
hunted us half across Thedas. I should have guessed you'd follow us into this hole.
So, it's over. Samson surrender or Maddox is dead. I am super sorry that Maddox is dead.
I spoke with your Tranquil, Maddox. He sacrificed himself for your cause.
I told him not to. He died as one of us then. One of the faithful.
Oh, please, the
Corypheus
faithful.
chose me twice. First as his general, now as the vessel for the Well of Sorrows.
The what
You
for
know
what
what's
now?
inside the well? Wisdom. The kind of wisdom that can scour a world.
Yeah.
I give it to Corypheus. That he can walk into the Fade without your precious anchor.
Oh, so this is the backup plan. So, you're a vessel.
What's your part in it? What's a vessel?
What else empties a well?
Ask Castiel.
I'll carry its power to Corypheus. One more task entrusted to me. Being force-fed Chantry
Oh, look at
lyrium
that.
was good for something. This armor makes me a living fortress, mind and body. I won't forget a word of the well's knowledge. Corypheus will be unstoppable.
Oof. You know what will happen then, right? They'll cast you aside. Samson is very tragic, and I can't help being a little bit sympathetic, but he's also a gigantic asshole.
Once Corypheus is that powerful, you and your soldiers will just slow him down.
You dare say that to my face?
Yes.
After you butchered my men? You're no match for Corypheus. Even if you drink from the well, you'll never master its wisdom as he could. This is the strength the Chantry tried to bind. But it's a new world
Look at
now.
that. What the fuck
With
have
a
you done
new
to
god.
yourself?
So, Inquisitor, how will this go?
Quick and painful. And I'm gonna destroy your armor.
Power's all well and good, until it's taken away.
Ouch.
What did you do? What did you do? My armor. It's gone. The lyrium. I need it. Kill them all.
Okay, this is a fight. Not a super duper tough one, but not super easy either. Okay, let's see. Samson is immune to basically everything but plutonium. And he has, yeah, immunity to this and that. Okay. Let's see. Blackie, get in his face. Varric, make it rain. Oh, you know what? First, poison. And you, babe, you do you. Oh, you do you, so that's nice. Okay, and they're coming to me now, so yeah. Punch you in the face! I'm trying to micromanage because I don't want to do what I always do. Get carried away watching others fight and die horribly. Okay, Blackie is using Walking Fortress, so I'm not very worried about him. Where is it? Where is he though? Oh, he's here. Who are you fighting, Blackie? Samson? Okay, and you're... Why? I'm not worried about him, but he's an idiot, so he's not using Waking Fortress the way he should. Let's do a bit of damage. Look at that. Healing potion, yes. Okay, Blackie, you're basically invulnerable. Try to act like it, okay? Oh, I hate when you do this. What is this? Counter-Strike? Yes, baby. So, okay, let's go away. Well, less to worry about? I doubt it. Okay, war cry. Yes, that's what you have to do. What is Solus doing? Oh, I've been hit. Oh, we're stunned now. That's bad. I forgot
you bastards!
That happened.
There we are.
Okay.
Watch your flanks!
No! I missed, basically. I want to take these guys down, okay? Because they are annoying as shit, so yeah. I also need some lyrium. Okay, that's better. Oh, Blackie's down? No, that is so bad. Okay, Solus is Fate stepping away. Nice. Can you please Fate step to where Blackie is? And revive him. Thank you. Varric, you're going away. Like, far away. Oh, you're here. So go behind me and I will try to hold the fort, okay? Okay. Now I go away. Varric is down, okay. Oh, I remember this fight was a bit of a bitch, so yeah. And I'm not good at this kind of boss fight, okay. This is actually, if I remember correctly, harder than the fight with Corey himself. And I don't have my favorite spells at the ready because I have not thought. Now I remember why it's a good idea to actually fight a bit of the other Templars before getting here. It's because you can build your focus up. Yes. Take one of these and call me in the morning.
Get around them.
And take one of these. Then Solas is doing Wall of Ice, which is that was just painful, I know.
You will fall!
Ouch! Okay, I ran into a wall, but okay, I ran. That's the important thing. I'm going to jump it. No, Solas is dead. So we're going to take Varric on. And get him up again and running. Okay. Let's see if we can do this. Okay.
You can't run!
I'm not running. I'm trying just to micromanage this fight, which I always fail. Okay. So, now we're going to punch you in the face. Because you actually took down my boyfriend. Before this hits me. Ah, no, it hit me before I could actually do that. But no, we managed to. Okay, take the last one. No, take this one. You do you, boo, but you have to take a potion. Okay. No barrier is not useful. Okay, now I want to... oh, look at this. This is a nice shot. Flying Samson! Okay, he's coming here, right? Let him get near me a bit, and then... It's raining fire, baby. It's raining fire. I actually killed myself. I'm so stupid. Okay, okay, let's do this. I never actually managed to do this.
Those were mine!
Okay, full draw. Go and revive Solas, please. I'm such an idiot. Okay, Blackie. Ooh, look at Samson now. He's almost gone, but he's gigantic. What are we gonna do now? Yes. Okay, and now Varric, you're going to revive me. Thank you. I'm going to play Solas for a sec here. It's over though. It's really over. Yes.
Well, Wretch, you can't take it from Corypheus. You mustn't.
With the sound of the potion.
That's some damn good armor.
I hate this.
We can take him back to Skyhold for judgment.
Yes, we can. And we will. But first... remember the well thing? Because you tend to forget that. Oh, this is so beautiful. Look at this.
You heard his parting words, Inquisitor.
I
The
did.
elf seeks to destroy the Well of Sorrows.
Yes, there is
So the
no
sanctum
need.
is despoiled at last.
You would have destroyed the well yourself, given the chance.
To keep it from your grasping fingers. Better it be lost than bestowed upon the undeserving.
Disagree.
Fool. You'd let your people's legacy rot in the shadows.
We stopped Samson. We're done. Yeah, okay. It's true, but yeah, we're not basically done because Corypheus is still out there. We need that well. No, we didn't even know it was a thing. Back off, Morrigan.
Corypheus needed Samson to use the well. Without him, there's no vessel to claim it.
The moment we leave, he will send more forces to secure this place.
And this is true, obviously.
The well clearly offers power, Inquisitor. If that power can be turned against Corypheus, can you afford not to use it?
You know the old
Do you even know
saying
what
about
you
power,
ask?
right?
As each servant of Mythal reached the end of their years, they would pass their knowledge on through this. All that we were, all that we knew, it would be lost forever.
And so it stays locked away. It is lost already, which is, yeah. I'm sorry. You don't know what to say. You'll always be nice and polite. So it stays locked away.
It's better that knowledge remain in the well, never passed on. You'd rather destroy it.
There are other places, friend, other duties. Your people
Look at
yet
that.
linger.
Elven such as you?
Yes, such as I.
Oh.
You have
That
shown
was-
respect to Mythal, and there is a righteousness in you I cannot deny. Is that your desire? To partake of the Vira Bellasan as best you can? To fight your enemy?
Not in the very least. Like, no. I never... This morning when I woke up, I wasn't thinking about, doing this. What of the price?
Gifts like this don't come freely.
No boon of Mythal was ever granted without cost.
Look at those thighs. Okay, sorry.
The Vira Bellasan may be too much for a mortal to comprehend.
Maybe.
Brave it if you must. But know you this. You shall be bound forever to the will of
And
Mythal.
here's the cash.
Bound to a goddess who no longer exists, if she ever did.
Bound as we are bound. The choice is yours.
So, investigate. What happened to Mythal exactly?
Is it possible this Mythal might still exist?
This Mythal.
Anything is
I
possible.
hate this.
Elven legend states that Mythal was tricked by Fen-Harel and banished to the Beyond.
Elven legend is wrong. The Dread Wolf had nothing to do with her murder.
Dun 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 dun.
I said nothing of...
Dun, dun.
She was slain, if a god truly can be. Betrayed by those who destroyed this temple. Yet the Vira Bellasan remains. As do we. That is something.
That is something, yes, Abelas. But where will you go?
Are you leaving the temple?
Our duty ends. Why remain?
There is a place for you, Lavellan, if you seek it.
Perhaps there are places the Shemlin have not touched. It may be that only Uthenera awaits us. The blissful sleep of eternity, never to awaken, if fate is kind.
So we'll have to make a decision now. Fight Corypheus with us. Why not?
You could come with us. Fight Corypheus. He killed your people.
We killed ourselves. Long ago.
And this is so true.
Malas Amalin Nahalam Abalas.
Okay. I don't
His
remember.
name, Abalas, means sorrow. I said, I hoped he finds a new name.
And here, the decision now. And here,
You'll
an
note the
Eluvian.
intact Eluvian. I was correct on that count, at least.
Is it still a threat? Can Corypheus use it to travel the Fade?
You recall when I took you through my Eluvian, I said each required a key?
Yes.
The well is the key.
To this one. Oh,
Take
right.
its power, and Mythal's last Eluvian will be no more use to Corypheus than glass. I did not expect the well to feel so hungry.
So this is very hard for me to decide every time. No, not every time. In my asshole Inquisitor playthrough, she obviously took the well for herself, because that was power. In my previous Elven Lavellan playthrough, I drank from the well because I was a Mythal worshipper and I thought that was my destiny, and Solas was mad. And here I am leaning towards making Morrigan drink, okay? That's not good anyway.
Seems like that should be a concern.
I
Knowledge
like
begets
it,
a hunger
seems
for
to me.
more.
Oh, look at her.
I
She's
am willing
so
to pay the
beautiful.
price the well demands. I am also the best suited to use its knowledge in your service.
Or more likely to your own ends?
What would you know of my ends, elf?
You are a glutton drooling at the sight of a feast. You cannot be trusted.
Should Solas...
Of those present, I alone have the training to make use of this. Let me drink, Inquisitor.
So, okay. I alone have the training to make use of this. Yeah, okay. Hello. I am a mage, a powerful mage, the first of my clan, and I am Elven. Then we have the most prominent scholar of the Fade and of magic, Solas. And yet, investigate. You alone have the fucking training.
You alone. This is my heritage.
I have studied the oldest lore. I have delved into mysteries of which you could only dream. Can you honestly tell me there is anyone better suited?
And look at what happens. We are going to stress that Solas drink from the well. Look what happens now.
What about you, Solus?
No. Do not ask me again.
That was very abrupt. No. Then it's me. Or maybe Morrigan is right. Or I don't know. I don't know brings us nowhere, so maybe Morrigan is right.
Perhaps you're right.
I am. You know I am.
So what about the price?
You're not concerned about the price. Bound forever to the will of Mythal.
Bound to the will of a dead god?
Oh.
It seems an empty wall.
What could possibly go
Perhaps a
wrong,
compulsion
right?
yet remains. Who can say otherwise? I do not fear it, even so.
Good. You really want to...
Are you sure you want this, Morrigan? We don't know what will happen.
We do not, and yet it must be done. I am ready.
Okay, I don't think Varric and Blackwall are actually important to this discussion, but for the sake of completion...
Thoughts?
Completion?
She is right about only one thing. We should take the power which lies in that well.
Okay.
I trust you with this power more than her. But it's not for me to decide.
You're asking me? This is a lot of weird... I barely understand how any of this works.
You're done playing your
Enough
brains.
deliberation. Give me your decision.
So I like that Sola says someone should take the power. He is very critical about Morrigan, but when you actually say, okay, I'll do it, he screams like you just wounded him. No! So I'm not going to do that. And I'm going to let Morrigan do the thing. Am I? But then... I don't know, guys. Because it's so more powerful if you do that, but also... No, I think that Viviani would not want to have this power on her, that kind of wisdom and knowledge. And she kind of trusts Morrigan, despite everything. And she trusts that Solas does not want her to do this. So yeah, it's gonna be Morrigan, okay? Here we go.
It's yours.
Arable disapproves. Whatever you do, he disapproves. So, yeah. I love this so much. Everyone disapproves. No, Sarah approves. Vivian is super angry and is mad at you for this. This moment always reminds me of
Morrigan! Are you alright?
That moment in Indiana Jones and the Holy Grail.
Elasin Salah. Visan Allah. I am intact.
Yeah, more
There is
than
much
that.
to sift through. But now we can...
Something is here. So my theory is that was not water, but Fade water, first of all. And then we have Corypheus. And his musical theme. And his screams of rage.
The Eluvian!
Ooh. Convenient we have an
Through the
Eluvian,
mirror.
right? If you read Masked Empire, you know a lot more about Eluvians. And who is this, you ask? Well, that's a good question. That's a very good question, right? One that is not answered yet. The common consensus leans towards that being a piece of Mythal. But we'll know a little bit more about this later on the game. So what do you think? Did I do the right thing? Or was I an absolute fool to let the suspicious Witch of the Wilds drink from the ancient magical well of power? If you drink from it yourself and you are an elven Inquisitor, you can hear what the well whispers for a while. Look at that! And now just imagine the rest of the army.
It is done.
They do not see you come out of the temple, and they are like days and days away, if not weeks, from Skyhold. And the only thing you could do...
I'm pleased to report we won the battle, Inquisitor. When you went through that mirror, Corypheus and his archdemon fled the field. I'm not sure why.
What
Yeah, I
he
know
wanted
why.
was no longer within the temple.
Perhaps. He spent so long trying to get into the temple, he probably couldn't have helped his forces by that point.
Then Corypheus is finished.
If he is wise, he will hide and rebuild his strength before he attacks again.
He will not hide.
Yeah, Silver says, well, after a while, we just went back home. We waited, you were not there, so we said, yeah, you know what? Let's get home. E arrivammo a casa, stanchi ma felici. So we will not hide, yeah. Then it's coming here. Okay, at this point, I was convinced the next step in this story was going to be a gigantic attack to Skyhold. But guys, no, that's not what's going to happen. But...
Meaning he will attack us directly, at Skyhold.
Not necessarily.
No.
But neither will he remain idle.
And how could you have such insight into his plans?
The Well of Sorrows held many voices. And they speak to me now from across the ages.
Okay.
They hold wisdom. Secrets I never dreamed possible. But even they fear what Corypheus has become.
So, how powerful are we exacting talking about?
Should we fear him more than his army?
Possibly. Luckily for you, he has a weakness. The dragon he calls is not truly an archdemon. It is a dragon in which Corypheus has infested part of his being. He doubtless did so out of pride to emulate the gods of old. That pride can be exploited. Kill the dragon, and his ability to leap into other bodies is disrupted. He can be slain.
Oh, okay. So, that's all.
Just kill his dragon. Why didn't we think of that before?
There is a way to defeat the dragon, to match Corypheus in his power. The well whispers it to me now. Your help will be required, Inquisitor. Speak to me when you are ready, and we shall begin.
Okay.
I'll see to Skyhold's defenses in the meantime.
As you always do, Colin. So, that's done. We leveled up. Let's see, because this will bring a lot of new stuff. But first, okay guys, this was a tough decision because honestly, I like the idea of an elven inquisitor drinking from the well of sorrow for, it's a question of heritage, okay? But if you are playing an elven inquisitor in a romance with Solas, that has implications that are horrifying for a number of reasons that we'll see later, and he is not happy about it. And I love to have a mage human inquisitor drink from the well of sorrow instead of Morrigan, because, for example, my human Trevelyan mage inquisitor was very into lore and studies and wisdom and being very, you know, I'm a scholar, I studied the Fade and whatnot, and she thought she was deserving of this, and that power was safe in her hands, and Solas was not happy about. Solas is okay. Like for Iron Bull, Solas is never happy about anything that you do at the Temple of Mythal with the Will of Solars. I don't think you can. I'm not sure. Can you have a Dwarven Inquisitor drink from the Well of Sorrows? Who knows? I should investigate that. But we're going to see. Okay, let's see. Character record. We are level 20, I think. Yes, we do. Okay. What are we going to do now? Because, you know, this is okay. I'm not going to spend this point right now. I'm going to think about it. We're going to go and see the War Council because we had, I think we had some table operations going. And, you know, if you ever saw my other streams about Inquisition, I love some war table goodness. So let's see what's what. Ooh, we had the mission going. Contact the hero of Ferelden. Sister Liliana, the hero of Ferelden, made contact. She left a letter to deliver to the Inquisitor, as well as goods from her travels that might be of use. We have included them in this missive. Yours in service, Sister Rejane. So we'll have a letter to read. And if you do this mission, and you, in my case here, my world state as the hero of Ferelden, being, I think in this case it was an elf, an elven mage, Solan, and Neria Surana. I think. And she is the mistress of Alistair. So she's still a Grey Warden, obviously. Alistair is king. She is still with him, but he is officially
Letters
married.
are pouring in from all corners.
Yes, Liliana, I am
Congratulations, pledges of loyalty, conversions to Andraste.
Wow.
All premature until we deal with Corypheus.
Kind of. And she's still with Alistair, even if he is married with Nora. But she is the hero of Lavellan, and she's doing her thing around. So everyone is alive here in this world state. If you have Alistair come to Skyhold as the warden, and if he survives Here Lies the Abyss, she has a message for him with the letter, and asks you, if I remember, to keep him safe and alive and do not fuck it up. So let's see, now we only had that going. Ooh, we have this to do. Inquisitor. When Corypheus rushed from the Temple of Mythal, he left his general for dead. My soldiers and I captured Samson with ease, given that he was still unconscious from your fight. While it will take the army some time to return from the wilds, we can expedite Samson's return in order to put him on trial. If you have no objection, I will be present for his judgment. Okay, Colin, okay. Samson has earned an armed escort guarded in a wagon which our fastest horses will pull back to Skyhold. Okay.
All right.
Seems like a good idea. They have a past, so yeah. Okay, we are left with very little missions, but this one is one that I would like to do. The elven glyphs discovered in the Dales might prove valuable. Cursory inspection suggests they predate the ruins in which they were found, possibly transferred onto the stone from a much older edifice that dates back to the original elven nation, or even earlier. One of our mages, a Danish elf named Cillian, believes he may be able to translate the glyphs, provided we grant him the needed contact. So we're going to do that, and a new area is going to open up. It required some gifts to several Danish clans traveling along the Waking Sea coast, but Cillian was able to get the text he needed to translate the glyphs. He claims they are a kind of map, showing the location to an ancient temple dedicated to Dirthaman, the elven god of secrets. Yay! He has provided us the location, but it should be noted we're not the first to investigate these glyphs. A group of treasure hunters evidently mentioned them several years ago, though they have not been heard from since. Ooh. We can venture forth, but not now, thank you. But we have a new area now, and we're gonna do that maybe next time. Let's see. All this is done. Ooh, everything is done. This is something we have to do sooner or later, so let's. Inquisition agents have uncovered a potential problem in the nation of Navarra. A Tevinter mage by the name of Virelius has recently been noted in the company of King Marcus, and rumors comment on how strange it is for a new advisor to be so closely heeded. There is evidence to indicate Virelius is a member of the Venatori. Having the Navarran king under their sway would give the cult a great deal of power and hinder the Inquisition's ability to operate in the north, which is a bad thing. Also, Navarra is a very powerful nation. Not a good idea to lose the king to something like that. Also, he is related to Cassandra. We should tell King Marcus that his advisor truly is convincing. Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea. Let's go with send an agent to eliminate the advisor as well as POTUS by any means necessary. Yes. Thank you, Liliana. I love the Liliana way in this case. Let's see. We do have another couple of things to do. Oh, we are almost done. Look at that. This is coming very close, you know, this investigator Frostback Basin. Ooh, truth or there. See and be seen. Madam Ambassador, words cannot express my gratitude for your gracious hospitality at Skyhold. After the events at Avon, one can hardly go anywhere in the Empire without hearing the word Inquisition. I shall be glad to have some facts to add to the wild rumors. I am as grieved as you are to hear the vicious slander being spread. Justinia was the best of us. It pains me to think that others would pollute her legacy in such a manner. I travel to Valforet soon. I shall ensure my cousin know the truth of this matter. And now that he's been here, we should talk to the nobles he's been seen with and let them all know. If you remember, people were gossiping that, basically was slandering the Inquisition, saying that we basically had the Divine killed and now we are claiming power. Yeah, this is not a good thing. So we're gonna wait for this to be done. As you can see, Morrigan is not on your war table group anymore. Okay, and the final piece is basically the antechamber to the end game. So we're not gonna do that. We are going to speak with people because that's something you have to do. Ooh, there's a letter from the hero. Sorry, every time you finish a big moment, you have to save. Obviously, I'm going to save. Like, we're going to overwrite something old, okay? Yeah. Because, yeah. And you have to speak with the people at Skyhold and see what they think. But first, let's see what the hero of Ferelden is writing to us. Okay. Oh, we have to... okay, it was not done. To her worship Inquisitor Lavellan. I wish that I had helpful information regarding Corypheus, but due to my own limited training during the Blight, I know less of ancient Darkspawn lore than do most wardens. I am engaged in a search of my own. All Grey Wardens who do not fall in battle eventually fall to something known as the Calling. A magic that preys upon our own connection to the Blight and the Darkspawn. Rather than such foul magic eventually leading to my death, I have determined to find a way to negate this calling and save all Wardens from its effect. Because you are the fucking hero of Ferelden and I love you. Sorry. As I have little useful information to offer, please accept the accompanying gifts. I cannot say that. Instead. Accompanying gifts instead. If, in my quest, I find anything that may be of use to you in your fight against Corypheus, I will send it to you immediately. Yours, Warden Commander Amel of Ferelden. So, oh, why is she an Amel? Did I use my Amel? I was quite certain I was using my Surana. Anyway, it's not a big deal. Okay, guys. So let's see what Josie has to say to me now.
It comes swiftly, this moment that will be spoken of for ages. The day the Herald of Andraste challenged the Darkspawn that thought itself a god. Defeat him, and you'll be more than a holy woman to the people. You'll enter legend.
I hope history is good to me.
Now that sounds more dangerous than anything I've done so far.
And there is the wit that reassures us. People joined the Inquisition after hearing you were blessed, but they've stayed because of how you lead. I wanted to tell you that I shared their sentiments, Inquisitor, and... well, I suppose I just did.
Don't act like it's over. I hate the fact that now you speak with people and it's like the last talk before the end.
I hope you're not going anywhere after I stop Corypheus.
Far from it. Oh, if you'll have me, there's so much more the Inquisition can do. Farewell, my lady. When you face Corypheus, may you walk in the light.
Okay, we are at that point where every time you speak with someone, you basically get this speech of, you know, oh, farewell, my lady, and everything. So we're not gonna speak with people like that. Let's change the objective, because, yeah, we're not gonna do this. Let's see, we have the inner circle. Okay, the memories of the Grey Quest, we should end that. We should do this first, okay? We're gonna do this. Let's go. Let's go do this and see, because after that we're gonna have to speak with Solus. Ooh, look at that. This is one of the...
What do you think allowed the triumph of the temple?
I'm not listening.
One of our own entered, and one of our own emerged. The old ways remain.
Heretics and demons. That's all that was.
But you're an elf? And you're dressed in that armor? Okay, this doesn't make any sense. Okay. Anyway, let's see if Meriden is singing something nice. No, she's not. Okay, let's speak with Cole for a second, maybe. Okay, she's singing now.
What's up your craw?
My what? It's nothing.
The other side.
It's just...
Hey, Cole. Oh, we have a scene. Oh, maybe I know which one. Yes, I know.
Corypheus died, and then he didn't.
Yeah, basically that's
why
it.
He always felt wrong, like he didn't fit inside himself. He wears another man's life. I thought dying was forever.
You and me both.
So did I. Corypheus seems to break a lot of rules.
But is it him? Is he real? If a man can be dead and then not... Could I have saved the real Cole?
Oh, baby, no. Okay, if you read Asunder, you basically get a glimpse of who Cole really is, and the fact that he has assumed the appearance of a young mage who was imprisoned in the tower jail in the dungeons, and he died there of starvation and thirst. And Cole was a spirit who was drawn to him, and it happened a lot of crap happened, and the guy died, and basically Cole crossed from the veil and took his appearance as a form. But no, he could not have saved him.
What happened to him wasn't your fault.
His hands were bruised from beating on the wall. It was dark, like the cabinet where he hid to escape his father. His belly hurt like knives, throat cracked dry. He was alone. I pushed through and held his hand. It was all I could do. He said, "Thank you." Thank you.
I absolutely adore this little interaction with Cole. Less adorable the fact that you left standing on the parapet. It's a good thing, I guess, that you cannot hurt yourself this way. Okay, we're going to find that rift, which is, I think, in the hinterlands. Yes, and if I remember correctly, yes. Here, near Redcliffe Farms. So yes, guys, we're back at the origins. Okay, we're gonna bring a nice group of people with us. We're gonna bring Solus, obviously. We're not going to bring Iron Bull because, yeah, not a good idea. I'm going to bring Cole, and we're going to bring, you know, Blackie, because we love Blackie. Also, I did not behave very well during the fight with Samson. I remember, okay, last time I've played this before this Let's Play, I've played with Magnus Trevelyan, who is my warrior character, who remains Dorian, and if I remember correctly, I got in, I counted like to 5, and Samson was down. And yeah, it was kind of anticlimactic. And I always have more trouble fighting Samson when I have 2 mages in the group, and I am actually playing mages, so yeah. I don't know why I insist on doing this all the time, but yeah, I do. Blackie, yes, get this. Cole is okay, and Solus needs a refill. Okay. What are we wearing, guys? Oh, you're wearing the Grey Warden's armor. I love the Grey Warden armors. There are 3. And they are called in peace, vigilance, in war, victory, in death, sacrifice. There are 3 armors. One is for a rogue, one is for a mage, and the last one is for a warrior. And they are fantastic armor, and I love them. The downside is that in order to get them, you have to slaughter dragons. And okay, is this the way up or not? I never get it. And as you know, if you watched my streams before, I don't like killing dragons. I'm actually very much against killing dragons, and I only usually kill the one I absolutely have to. So I try to avoid that. I don't remember. Oh, what is in here? That's. Oh, I know what this is, and I'm not touching that. If I remember correctly, that's in this direction. So maybe, not sure, but maybe we're going to fight the dragon in Alfred. In at least one of the 3 dragons in Emprise du Lion, because they're kind of annoying, and you a bear. You also have a quest basically asking you to defend the people of Emprise du Lion from the fact that the dragons are there and they are making their lives difficult. Okay, Cole is going basically down. So goodbye. Yes, Cole, calm down, baby. So yeah. Oh, what is here? We've been here, Okay, this is not the right... Okay, sorry. So my theory the other was not right. Clearly. Ooh. So where is the entrance? I never seem to be... Ooh, Templars! Yeah, they're gonna wait. I can jump from here, right? I don't want to fight Templars. I'm bored by Templar. Oh, here we go. So then, Anne, do you have anything to say? Or, okay, yeah, you're here. Hey, Solus. I give you my favorite art, Solus. After this, we're going to wrap it up, guys. Okay. So, if you haven't done that already, I recommend as soon as it's dark where you live. Ooh, a mosaic piece. That you get out and take a look at the sky. Because, I don't know. Oh, okay, that ram scared me shitless. There is a nice astronomical phenomenon happening tonight. Jupiter and Saturn are aligning. And that's quite nice to see. So yeah, if you have the opportunity to do that, go and take a look. So this is going to be a tough rift, as they say. So let's see. Okay, this guy is annoying, certainly. Let's see if we can do some damage. Yeah, I'm falling back as well. Sorry. The problem is that the spare demons are truly annoying. I hate them. Yeah, and this one is toughish, but not the worst, obviously, because Cole and Blackie finally managed to bring it down. No, it's still here. I hate it so much. No. Also, I have the wrong type of staff for it, so yeah. Let's see if he lets me do my thing. Yes, it does. Okay, so now it's weaker. The absolute worst ever is the spare demon that is in a particular... Take the other side, thank you guys. In the... Ooh, we're using coal. I haven't used coal in a long while. Ooh. Ooh, two of them. And the one, it's in the Jaws of Aachen DLC, which we are going to tackle very soon. Okay. 3 of them. Oh, guys, this is going to be a bitch of a fight. Because we do not have the right equipment for this fight. Not at all. Okay. Let's go to micromanaging this bitch. We are using the wrong kind of stuff. And this is... what is Solus using? Okay. Solus is fighting this this one. No, he's fighting this one. But guys, let's see. Solas, ooh, can do this. Yes, he has the right amount of mana to do this. So let's do this. Yes. Then do not waste any magic with stuff that is not like this. Oh, these guys are kicking our ass. Truly. But Solas, you have to move when this happens, you're right? Fate step to the right, fate step to the left. Cha-cha real smooth. Okay, stop being an idiot and let's try to fight the thingers here. Okay, what is this? This is cool. Okay, this one is almost down. I could try and do this. Ouch! It did not exactly work, but okay. And now, no, it worked, okay. I'm gonna fate punch them. And you're going to burn them, and let's see what happens now. Okay, we have this guy here. I want some walls between us, guys, because they're a bitch. Let's see. So, yeah, the rift, the infamous rift in the crossback basin is basically this one plus 5. Oh, stop attacking me, everyone. Come on, guys. Okay. And yeah, this is a humbling experience because you think, yeah, we're tough now and we can basically face whatever, and then stuff like this happens. Like you realize you're not equipped for whatever thing the fate will throw into your way. Not at all. Like 2 waves of many despair demons. Not a thing that you're able to face and maintain a dignity, okay? Not without cheating like this. Disrupting the rift. Yeah, let's do the Fate Rift again. If I remembered, I would have brought Dorian to this fight. But we get nice stuff. Okay, ooh, we also have a glyph, but we need Balefire, so yeah. Let's go get it. Ooh, this is very dark. Very dark. Give me Balefire. So, I would have liked to have Dorian here. That would have been much better. And probably Sarah as well. But we get a superb Frost rune, which is good. Is there any other? Oh, and we have the bot. Nice. It's been like 2 streams since Slice of Lightning. Since we had the bot. No, maybe, yeah. I don't remember if it was the last time or the time before that. Anyway, I'm gonna cancel your message, so yeah. But you're a bot, so you don't mind. And yes, okay, let's see now if we have something to loot around here, and if not, we're going to go back home. Yes, we're going home.
Elf root. Do elves just call it root?
No, we have another name for it.
Well, that's no fun.
You spend too much time with Sarah.
Yeah, that's true. And with this very deep and revealing banter, I think, who the fuck are you people?
And yet they run off and pray when we need them most. They might as well be dead already.
Don't say that. Don't you dare. Someday this war will be over and they'll come back.
Okay, guys, there was demons aplenty and it's full of skulls here, but yeah, why not camp? Okay, I had to get rid of the creepy tiki. We're done for the day. The reason why we are level 20 now. Okay, we're gonna fight these guys. The level cap. Okay, I missed. Oh god, I killed a ram, didn't I? Oh, so sorry. The level cap for Dragon Age Inquisition is 27. And we have a couple of things to do first. Oh, it was a Fennec. I'm so sorry, Fennec. Let's take everything. The reason why I don't like to reach level cap before I've done the DLCs is because then I do not spec the way I like to, because there's going to be a couple of new abilities with each DLC. We're going to get a very, very nice one in Jaws of Akon, the Aegis, and it's going to be very useful during the descent. So yeah. But if I remember correctly, and I think I do, that you need to have to assign that to actually gain that, and it takes a point, an ability point, something like that. But also you can specialize it, I think. I don't remember. But anyway, we have 7 points available again, so we can level up. But I'm not going to do it now, so I don't bore you more than I already did. Okay, it's 11:40 here. I think we did a couple of hours, and that's been an intense couple of hours, so I think I'm going to wrap this up. And first of all, thank you for watching, to all of you who watched, to everyone who just, you know, passed by or whatever. See you very soon with something else. And yes, I work in a shop, in a bookshop, so these days are hectic, and despite the pandemic we are considered essential. So we are open because they basically won, and it didn't happen like that the first time around that we went on lockdown. And as you may have heard, Italy is going on some kind of minor lockdown for the holidays. But you basically can move from your home to go to your family's home as long as you only 2 people go to a certain home. So, for example, my sister and my brother-in-law can come to dinner to my house or to my mom's house, but me, my mom, and my dad cannot go to my sister-in-law's, to my sister and to my brother-in-law's house. It's the same. It's all the same. The family number of people is the same, but it's not complicated. It's just anyway. But since last time someone in the publishing industry and had some words with the powers that be and decided that it was a ridiculous thing that, you know, grocery shops could be open because they were essential, pharmacies, they were essentials, but what about bookshops? Bookshops are essential, and I know what you're thinking, oh, but books are essential. Yes, there's a difference between, okay, you cannot close the shops, the grocery shops, or we will starve, and you cannot close the bookshop, or how can I read the last novel that came out, or the last, you know, gossip book, or whatever. I think there's a difference. But anyway, the government does not, so we're going to be open. And so Christmas is going to be the usual nightmare for me. So I'm not going to be, yay, streaming as much as I usually do. But I'm planning, if I can, to do something nice, maybe for Boxing Day, for the 26th. That would be good. Or even, I don't know, Christmas night, not Christmas night, between the 24th and 25th, but the 25th evening, afternoon, I don't know, we could read something or something like that. That would be nice. I don't know, I would like to do one of those streams in front of a fireplace. I do have a fireplace. I don't have any wood, but okay. I can burn, you know, the wrappings from, the paper wraps from the presents or something like that. Oh, what is that? What the fuck is that? Yeah, the reading. Why did this? You've seen the screen like shake, right? And I also got the effect of the controller vibrating. So there must be something big around there. And there are no giants in the hinterland, so it's not a giant. It was probably a Templar behemoth or something like that. Anyway, yes, we're gonna do a reading or something like that, and I hope to see you guys yeah, maybe this crossed something, but no, that's, I also heard a footstep, so there's probably some enemy around that trigger that. Oh, who knows? This game sometimes, it is a bit glitchy at times, but not in a bad way. Honestly, whoever complains about Inquisition being glitchy, if this doesn't know what glitchy is or Bethesda is, because yeah, I'm a long time fan of Skyrim, and that's glitchy. Also, they tell me that Cyberpunk is glitchy as well, but guys, whatever. Just a final note: the devs worked their asses off to give us that game. Oh, look at what I managed to do. Okay, Hyde Park Corner. The devs worked their asses off to give that game to the people. Not for free, but the game may be problematic in many ways. I'm not blind. The game might not be perfect. The game, it's pricey, but they released it probably ahead of what they should have done because of the pressure that was put on the studio. Yes, they announced it early and they probably should have waited, but it was not the devs' decision to announce it and to just say, oh, this game is gonna come out, and then it became a joke, a recurring joke, like, ooh, the world is ending before Cyberpunk is come out. Ooh, Destiel has become canon before Cyberpunk 2077 came out, and whatever. Right now, people are losing their jobs. after they sacrificed everything and they basically ruined their lives for months and months working on a game. And now they're going to lose their jobs because people are not happy with the game. Which I get why people are not happy with the game. But it would be nice if this industry were a bit more, you know, kind to the people in it. That said, I'm not playing that yet, so I cannot speak for that, but yeah, I would love to. Soon. Anyway, we're done for tonight, so I'm not preaching anymore. I hope to see you all next time, so maybe for a just chat stream with some reading and chatting and a fire and sweets and Christmas carols and whatnot. And I hope everyone is safe out there. Have a great holiday in this very strange year 2020. Once again, please be safe and try not to be stupid or careless, because this thing is a bitch. Okay? And thank you for watching. See you next time in Thedas. Bye!